Truck Series fans, and welcome to Watkins Glen for the Zippo 150. We've got 74 laps on tap for you tonight, the full 150 miles. In the booth tonight, I've got my always reliable Swamp Fox. How you doing, Swamp?
Oh, a little sore, can hardly move, was talking to going on a run on Sunday, but, here I'm breathing, almost better than ever. How you doing tonight, Jim?
Doing great, and I've also got Jagboy, driver of the number 22 Ford in the Xfinity series for TJR. Jagboy, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm feeling great. Just ready to watch this truck race at the Glen.
Oh, for sure. It should be an exciting one. It's our only road course in the truck series for the season. Do you guys have any favorites?
Well, Jaw. I think Jaw obviously has to be up there. He's pretty much quick everywhere. And, yeah, I don't know. Everybody else, I don't really know how good they are on the road courses, so we'll have to wait and see, I guess.
Yeah, it sounds like Jaw is one of the favorites for tonight's race. It also sounds like Kay Keenitz was feeling a little bit amped up for this one, so we'll see how he does. Swamp, do you have anybody?
I'm looking kind of down the list. Obviously Jaw, he's, going to be a top 3 truck every week. Keenitz, I know he ran some practice laps here today. He was feeling pretty confident about this place, but I'm also looking at we got 2 guys racing with the trucks that we don't normally have racing with us tonight, or normally racing with the trucks. We have NRL Lewis in the 76 tonight, and we also have Hostium in the 77. So I'm kind of interested to see what those guys can do. Lewis being in the full-time in the Cup Series this year, and then Host being full-time in the Xfinity Series this year.
True that. Both of those guys trying to ride off momentums from their other series, hosting him off that win at Talladega with help from Jackboy, who's also in this booth. And then NR Lewis with that 4th place finish just last night. So both of those guys looking to continue on that momentum. Do you mind, Jagboy, just quickly, like if you could go really quickly just to check and see what our fuel run will be tonight?
Yeah, I could do that for you.
Usually we go in cold turkey on that.
Cold turkey all the time.
Go ahead and yeah, I could do. Yeah, I was running some laps earlier with Hostium, and he's not too bad here. So I know he was feeling good. So we'll have to see how that transfers over into the race tonight.
Oh, yeah, a little bit
sure.
TGR teamwork going on.
And obviously, Lewis is always quick. So it'll be interesting to see how those two fit in tonight.
Avenge is pretty quick on these road courses as well, if I remember correctly, through all the pubs we've been doing. He's pretty quick here at Watkins Glen.
Tonight will definitely be interesting. I really think the key to these road courses is just running consistent laps and just keeping the car or truck straight. Keep it pointed in the right direction and run consistent laps.
Yeah, and before I forget, I have to mention to all you guys that if I end up lagging out of this one, you can also watch this stream on Ohio Swamp Fox's Twitch channel, because I'm not quite sure if my internet will be able to survive.
Yeah, Jim, I got it for you here. The fuel run for tonight's going to be 26 or 27 laps, and stage 1 is also 18 laps. So
All right.
we're definitely not going to have to pit the first 2 stages.
And that fuel run was?
27 laps.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll make stage 2 and 3 pretty interesting. That might have been doing it. I had an update file for a different game that just had to load in, so maybe the internet will start cooperating here.
There you go.
So, Jagboy, we don't see this track in real life for the trucks. What are you expecting to see out of these? Are you expecting to see a little bit of loose conditions, or guys just struggling to turn into all those corners?
It really just depends on the preset. You don't want to. Obviously, the trucks are tighter, so it's more tight than loose. So you're gonna see more of that tight condition. But earlier, I mean, I was running a 9 earlier during practice, and it was still pretty tight. So, I mean, it's definitely gonna be on the tighter side. But with a 9, it feels pretty good, especially on the longer run. It loosens up a little bit. And you can put down some pretty quick laps. So it just depends on what preset they run and what they do, really.
Yeah, and that's something you don't hear very often, a 9 being comfortable on the long run. Usually it's ridiculously loose on those long runs, but with these trucks, man, you have to loosen them up as much as you can. Maybe even get some pit adjustments down there for stage 1 and stage 2.
Yeah, that's actually a question I was going to ask. What preset you guys would run here in the trucks? But
no, it's a full send 9.
Yep.
Oh yeah, for sure. I know what I would run. I was just looking your guys' opinion on that stuff, because I know from some of the info I gathered, some guys weren't 100% comfortable on a 9.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we did 2 races. Ran the first one on a 7 and the second one on a 9. And with the 9, I could run a whole second faster. So it definitely makes a difference.
Alright, well, let's give you a points update before we hop into this race tonight, if I can find it. Hold on here. So, Jaw 2131 up there comfortably, 131 points above the cut line. Avenged Fail, 91 points above the cut line. Marksman Jr. 7123, 81 points above the cut line. K Keenit's 22, 61 points off the cut line, or above the cut line. Deadshots Claps YouTube, 41 points above the cut line. Moffitt 41 or 40 points up on the cut line. Kronk's Fight Milk 39 points above the cut line. And GMR Reap 29 points above. From there on, you have There It Lies in 9th, 29 points below the cut line. Up the Irons 33 points under the cut line. Huff and Puff 23, 39 points under the cut line. And Agent Chancho 43 points under the cut line himself. So a little bit of a buffer there on the on the cut line, not the closest battle, but Swamp mentioned to me before we even started the broadcast that we still got 7 races here, so a lot can change in those 7 races.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, it's racing. A lot can change here. But I think out of that top 8, and I'm not trying to diss on anybody or give anybody a hard time here, but I think my surprise is kind of GMR Reap up there in 8th, and I think, just from talking to him, he might be a little surprised himself, but he's definitely ridden well so far this season. He definitely deserves to be up there where he's at right now in points, so hopefully he can hang on to that 8th place.
Yeah, we haven't gotten a lot of opportunities to talk to him up here in the booth. Maybe tonight will be the night.
Should probably pull up Keenet stream.
Yeah, I was just about to ask about qualifying. I didn't know if they were still going or not.
It's a good idea to pull up stream.
No! And they just finished qualifying.
Alrighty.
I will let you know when they load back into the screen.
Awesome.
I
I
also
don't.
like the fact that
No, you go ahead.
Cole, no surprise here, is Jaw with a 110.7.
Phew. Blistering. I think
Dangles.
109s is what you can run in a cup car. He's out here running 110s in a truck.
Wow, I don't
He'd be
know. It doesn't have who
competitive.
qualified second on it, but I can tell you who's third is Dangles qualified third with a
Oh.
111.5. Deadshot's fourth with a 112 flat. Um, then Host qualified sixth with a 112.9. So um, I'm just looking at this. He definitely got numbers all over the place.
And I was going to ask you guys, I don't know about trucks, but in the Cup Series, even in those pubs, if you start in the lead and you can clear out from the rest of those guys that are battling, you can get a pretty nice gap. So I'm wondering if Jaw is going to be able to take advantage of that pole spot and, run away a little bit if there is no caution.
Yeah, he might, but the thing is, starting on the pole means you start on the outside, so you never know. Dive bombs and stuff like that could end up being a factor here.
That is true, and it's very hard to gauge your speed down in turn one, especially in something that's kind of low speed like a truck. I mean, you usually go in those pubs with the Cup Series, and you practice all that time with the Cup Series, but with trucks, you can go a little deeper in, not carrying as much
Uh,
speed.
and I found out who our second place starter is. That would be NR Lewis.
All right. Well, you had to
So,
believe he won't send it too far in there, being a Cup guy. Might be a little more
no, but
forgiving.
no, but I mean, he's definitely on that preferred line, getting into turn one.
Oh yeah, having that inside, the thing is, you get such a nice runoff. As even on the outside as the pole sitter, you get a very nice runoff, and you can use all of that exit, all of that extra asphalt on exit to get as much speed going through the S's. But we'll have to see how it works.
Yeah, but you also got to watch those rumble strips too.
Oh yeah, Heat 4 rumble strips, best thing ever.
Oh, goodness.
Greatest thing invented since sliced bread.
Still waiting here for them to load into the race, and then we will join in. Don't want to do what Sharp did the other night.
Oh boy. No, you do not want to do that.
Oh, that's a
Try to
mistake
sneak
though.
his way
He's
into
not.
the
He's not in the
numbers.
booth very often.
Alright, they're rolling now.
All right. They're rolling on track, or okay, so we can join. Awesome. We are joining in here. For the 0 people watching, we're still at Watkins Glen. Oh, slow. It's still loading in. They'll probably be out of the S's by the time we get in here. Maybe further, but we'll pick up right where the action starts. It's Jaw with a pretty good lead here on second place. Oh, look like the 18 of Deadshots has made his way up to second. Dead Dangle's falling back a little bit here going into the bus stop. Oh my goodness, a huge run right through there. I don't know what just happened. I think that was the 24 of K. Keenitz got bumped by Agent Chancho through the bus stop. Still getting bumped through the carousel. Man, They're all over. The 17's all over the place back here. He's going to lose 5 spots right there.
Hey Jim, is it just me or is Charblazer and Lewis both out?
Oh
Like on
boy. Charblazer's out and Lewis is out.
Oh no.
Yep.
Is that us or is that
Nope,
I'm
that's
not
on
sure.
Kevin's stream.
that? Wow. Well, early exits for NR Lewis, driver of the number 19 in the Cup Series. He will not be able to finish the race here at Watkins Glen in the Truck Series.
Yeah, that is.
He was really looking forward to this race too.
Oh yeah. Well, it looks like Jaw has opened up to a pretty sizable lead here over second place Deadshot. Don't know where Deadshot started, but it looked like he gained probably 4 spots there on the start and in pursuit of that 27. Now he's going to overdrive it there, though. He's going to get on the flat above the carousel, and that's going to lose him a little bit of time.
Yeah, you get up onto that flat in the carousel, and may as well kiss it goodbye because you really got to slow it down to get back onto the racing surface.
Indeed, as we have a battle right here between Agent Chancho and Hostium Hose. Hostium's going to take the outside line here in turn 7, or maybe turn 8, I don't quite know. And he's going to clear Agent Chancho going into that final turn. Oh, but Agent Chancho's going to fight back, try to get the run out. He's going to have the preferred line going into turn 1. Oh man, that Agent Chancho really backed up the corner. Hostium was going to give him the bumper a little bit. This battle right here continues to rage on.
Yeah, and that 0-2 is not a guy that we normally talk about running P8 right now, so
This is
maybe
a little
he can
bit
come
of a
out and turn
horse.
some heads tonight.
This is a bit of a cluster right here between the 0-2 of Agent Chancho, who is that? That's Hostium, Noob Killa, and GMR Reap. All those guys kind of under a blanket right here for 8th position on back.
Got a good battle here for what I believe is 3rd place.
3rd place.
3-4 trucks all right here in a lot.
Yeah, that's for 3rd.
Oh, okay. So the 24 of K Keenit's ahead of Lieutenant Dangles, I believe that is.
No, it's Kronks.
Is that Kronks? Yeah, that's Kronks. Okay. Well, they both have white on their cars, and it screwed me up. But yep, that is a good battle going for 3rd. As Lieutenant Dangles overdrives it into the grass, and he's going to lose a little bit of momentum here. That 98 of Moffitt is going to look to the inside. I guess the outside here in the bus stop. Man, nobody's going to lift right there. Okay, the 98 did lift. Gave the 3 a little bit of place.
Oh,
The 3 overdrove it. He's going to be on the flat. But the 98 is out of sight. And the 24 has damage.
98 and 24 wrecked.
Caution.
Oh, and the caution comes out for the first time tonight. Man, I was looking at Dangles right there. I didn't even see what happened between Moffitt and K. Keenis. I believe Moffitt must have just clipped the grass a little too much, got sideways.
Keenitz has 12 seconds of damage going into the pits. It's
Oh, well.
P6.
It is a yellow flag, so it will not hurt him that much. It'll put him at the tail end of the longest line here, likely, but...
Oh, I'm seeing quite a few trucks with a lot of damage. I don't think he'll be last in line, but he'll be back there a little bit.
Yeah. As here we go, getting ready for the restart, the first restart of the night. Jaw 2131 still has that, I guess you'd say preferred, but the 18 has the inside here to turn 1. And the 18 is going to, oh man, he almost got into the 27 of Jaw. Jaw's able to get the drive off the corner, use all of that asphalt on exit, and clear the 18. Nice battle here, going for third between. Oh, that's fourth. Sorry, fourth place between Lieutenant Dangles and Hostium. Yes.
There it lies, and the 12 is around the back through the S's.
Oh man, Agent Chancho flies through the bus stop.
Wow.
That's gonna be a penalty for sure.
Is that what messed up Hosty? Is that what messed up Host and Dangles?
No, Host and Dangles just overdrove it, but that 0-2 went flying through the bus stop and got himself a penalty. That will put him at the very back end of this lead pack.
Yeah, that 3 truck went from 4th to 8th. I know he's probably fuming.
No, man, the 2 of Kronk's Fight Milk used all the real estate on the track right there to clear Hostium, and the 20 of GMR Reap? No.
Up the irons.
Up the irons, looked to the outside, and cleared Hostium for that position. So guys, I have to ask, how much of this track, you see that a lot of this battling's going on, is that messing with your rhythm a little bit here? It seems like it's a rhythm-based track, trying to find your marks, but if you have a guy to your outside, it kind of messes with your braking points.
Yeah, it definitely messes with your braking points when you're side by side or have somebody right in front of you. You can't drive it in as hard, can't use all the track that you'd like. So you really, instead of racing the track, you just got to race that guy that you're racing.
Oh, the 18 was around in the carousel. Sorry to cut you off there, Swamp, but the 18 was around in the carousel. He'll lose a couple positions. You go ahead now.
Oh, I was done.
Oh, all right. Well, Up the Irons will take advantage of that. Hostium will take advantage of that. And I believe that's Keenit's back there. We'll all take advantage of that slip up by the 18.
That puts the 4 of Noob Killer in second place.
Noob Killer to second place. All right. And I blacked out.
Nice.
Again, Ohio Swamp Fox's stream has it up right now. You can continue watching the action from there.
Nobody is watching.
Did you get another?
Yeah, I've gotten plenty of invites.
Man, Jaw is gone.
We apologize for those technical difficulties. And we will try to get you back to the action as soon as possible.